this Impact for Thursday this evening.
Hey, y'all.
What's
Happy
up?
Thursday.
Happy
Friday Eve.
Yay.
Woo, them kids is back to school, y'all.
Hallelujah.
We can't even contain our excitement.
Bruh,
we thank the Lord.
But I'm about to swing on this bus system, though.
Well,
this bus system has got my...
they said 600 bus drivers canceled, but it still feels like there's just that much traffic out there.
It really does.
The traffic still feels...
Hey, if one of y'all one-star Uber drivers looking for a job, they bus drivers, are taking... I mean, they taking felons. You know what I mean?
I don't know about
that. You know about that?
Anyway, welcome to the Impact Radio Show, presented by the Florida Star. Before we get too far into it, CJ, we want you guys to know to do business, continue to do business. One of the oldest Black-owned media companies in Northeast Florida. Just like you're paying attention to the Victory Station right now, go ahead and get you an issue of the Florida Star. And unlike any other media, front page
the Alabama
is the Alabama Brawl. You can't get that from anywhere. You're not going to find that on the Florida Times Union. You're not going to find that on the Washington Post. But on the Florida Georgia Star, you're going to find news and views that are for you.
It's only on the Florida Star you get a picture of a black man skipping.
You're a mess. We will get into some more news stories later in. We will get into some events coming up. But we finally have a moment away from the children. So we just...
No, we don't. We got like 2 out of 5 is in here, and if you guys, do get a chance to tune in with us on YouTube and on our live, you probably see a whack-a-mole popping around with crochets, maybe.
And shout out to Janae, shout out to Faith, and shout out to Jonathan as they are hanging out with Grandma and Grandpa right now.
We had 3 out of 5 kids start 3 new schools. We got a first-time high schooler, we got a first-time middle schooler, and since we moved, so we can get to some better schools, we got first time at a new school, and it's been a journey.
It's been a journey.
Yes,
guys, call in, leave a comment, let us know how's your new school journey been, because baby. Whoo, that first day, something about the line on the first day, dropping your kids off.
You know what?
Something else.
You know what? Because I'm sure you probably encountered that going to Johnny 4. It wasn't as bad.
Yeah.
When I pulled up at Grass, we were the only ones there. And then when I pulled up on Sable Palms, it was literally 2 minutes. It was a trip.
Now, see, where my kids go to school, the thing was backed up all the way to 95. And anybody who got a kid's school right next to 95, Donnell Cookman's right next to 95, La Villa's not too far from 95, Johnny Ford. Right. There's another school right around elementary right around the block. There's so many schools right next to 95.
I don't want to make this a side of town thing, but what I can say,
don't do it,
is that North Shoreline used to be like in the neighborhood. Salaby Mathis line would like wrap around, all the way back to Reebok Middle. Highlands, we can talk about. Yeah, so I mean, it could just be everybody need to get together and create some car ride plans or something.
Right, we are looking for anybody who wants to take some children from the east side downtown. We love you.
Yeah, definitely.
Joking.
But hey guys, we do have a great show for you. We're going to get into some events brought to you by Vendors and Brunch. We're going to get into, the impactful moment. It's going to be a good one. If I sound like I'm yawning, it's because I've been getting up at 5:30 to make sure that my high school will get on the bus. And since the wedding day got moved up, I've been doing 2 miles a day. And I'm feeling all 2 miles right now.
That's all right. That's all right. We're all gotten a little busy, but we're so excited. We're super excited. And we also want to just kind of tease you guys, let you know if you guys have a story that is newsworthy that you think Northeast Florida, Southern Georgia would be interested in hearing about and learning about, please reach out to us. Reach out to us on social media. Reach out to us via email, Impact Radio Show. Impact Radio Florida Star at gmail.com. And let us know what you got going on. We'd love to showcase you guys. Yes. I think in a couple of weeks we'll have Miss T. Ellison.
Yes.
T. Ellison's Designs.
Yep.
She has a shop out in Kingdom Plaza. Please go shop with the young lady. She's got a boutique. It's got some lovely ladies'
Yeah.
things and accessories in there.
Speaking of, she just invited your African gentleman to be a part of that fashion show. So they're gonna have, breast cancer.
What fashion show? Because she has a couple of.
She has a couple of fashion shows, but this particular one in October 6th, she's invited an African gentleman to be a part of this fashion show. They're also getting ready to start, Food Truck Fridays again on September 1st. So she's coordinated a lot of things, over at Kingdom Plaza. So you guys like food truck food, so start September 1st. Every Friday in September is going to be a food truck Friday.
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
Yes.
So we're excited. We're excited to share with you guys. We're excited for what feels like the beginning of a new year. I guess this new school year, everybody's things shift. And we can get through a few of these headlines before we get into our impactful moment. You want to tease us? Let us know what we're learning on impactful moment.
Man, listen, y'all know how, I'm one of them people that is excited the fact that we have football, back. So the one thing that we're going to be talking about today is playing your position. Not playing other people's position, but playing your position is what we're going to be talking about. A lot of times, man, hey, we mess up a whole play because, you're a quarterback trying to be a tight end, you're a tight end trying to be a running back, you're a running back trying to be an offensive lineman, and vice versa. We're going to talk about playing your position and how vital it is for you to stay on your assignment.
Yeah, that's important. I love the sports analogy, so I can't wait to break it down with you. Ripped directly from the headlines for the news for the listeners of the Victory Station WCGL. Democratic lawmakers introduced legislation to raise the minimum wage by Stacey M. Brown of the Newswire. U.S. Representative Bobby Scott from Virginia is the ranking member of the House Committee on Education and the Workforce, and Senator Bernie Sanders from Vermont is the chair on the Senate Committee on Health, Education, Labor, and Pensions, have introduced the Raise the Wage Act of 2023. The legislation would gradually increase the minimum wage to $17 an hour by 2028.
Ooh, that's some good money.
What are your thoughts on that?
Listen, I'm glad that, that with inflation and everything, I'm glad that it's going up. But man, I remember when $15 an hour was money, not no more. It's not like, bro, listen, we got 7 people in the house. $15 an hour can't feed 2 of them. So,
not working all the time like that.
No.
From the headlines, like we said, white voters cheering a Bama brawl. In a quintessential mess around and find out moment, a group of white voters on the riverfront in Montgomery, Alabama, attacked a black security guard simply for doing his job. Within moments, several African-American men came to the guard's rescue, pulverizing the aggressors. I don't know if you ain't seen it yet.
Well, listen.
You better go find out.
Bro, all I got to say is that when your sister hit me with the Scuba Gooden Jr., I was done. Because Aquaman...
It's Jermichael Phelps.
Jermichael Phelps for you? Bro, it's the fact now that people literally have chair racks on their car. Mm-hmm. But hey, I am a Negro from the north side. And when you see brothers skipping, it only usually means one thing. Bro is trying to make sure he got some rhythm on that leg and some impact. So
just
woo. Hey, but listen, I don't know if you got the wrestling fans out there, but I love the New Day because they are super black. They was out there doing the chair callers on Monday Night Raw. I was like, yeah.
That's too funny.
But hey, skip to them polls in November. Just like
That's
everybody, hey, you know what I'm saying?
Skip all the way to the
polls. If we can unite on one thing, we can pass some legislation.
And the last headline before we take our first commercial break. We are running to the fight. ASALH brings its conference to Jacksonville, Florida with its annual theme, Black Resistance. The Association for the Study of African American Life and History is proud to announce the 108th annual meeting in Jacksonville, Florida from September 19th to 24th. The conference will feature a rich program of scholarly sessions, workshops, historical tours, a film festival, an author's book signing series, and many other events that illuminate the importance of the current struggle of resistance. Black resistance has taken many forms throughout history, and Congressman John Lewis advised, never ever be afraid to make some noise and get into good trouble. Necessary trouble. We are up against a commercial break. Please stay tuned past the commercial break because what you don't want to miss is learning about how to play your position. We will hear you after these messages.
We'll be right back. Y'all hear the back school in our voice.
Woo! Experience the city's most filling soul food brunch from the bistro. Raise a glass to leisure with exquisite mocktails by Mr. Bartender. Enjoy a luxury massage with the crew from Kitty's Custom Massages. And live music from bands like Hype Church and Soulful Roots Connection. Spoken word from artists like Ant and Rains. Indoor-outdoor games for kids, trivias with prizes, and a fashion runway. Come out to Kingdom Plaza for an
Welcome back to the Impactful Radio Show. Your executive producer, Reverend J Frederick. We got Restless Minions
it's all right.
in the studio with us. Every time we had him in here, it does add a little extra entertainment in.
Something extra.
Something extra. Hey guys, it is time for your Impactful Moment brought to you by Kingdom Builders Initiative Group. We are bringing the kingdom to the community. We're not putting up another steeple. We're not putting up another, banner up. We're saying, hey, what was the original church? It was a community. So we're trying to bring that community feel back to the church. And today on your Impactful Moment, we're going to be talking about playing your position. Y'all know what time it is. It is the second week of preseason, so all the football analogies are going to get wore out. But Peter is probably one of my favorite disciples for many reasons.
Why is that?
For one, Peter, always have what I like to call a foot-shaped mouth. Okay. Because he's always putting his foot in his mouth. But the great thing about Peter is that Peter tries to play all the positions. 1 minute he want to be a disciple, next minute he want to rebuke Jesus. 1 minute, Peter is an armor bearer, next minute Peter is pulling out a sword. But this particular thing that we're talking about with Peter is right after the betrayal, Peter found himself out of position. So you got to, just to kind of set, precedence for John 21 is this. On the night that Jesus was betrayed, he said, one of y'all gonna betray me. And everybody was in disbelief, like, is it me? Is it me? Is it me? And Peter was like, it ain't gonna be me. Because the one thing about it, I'm your ride or die. You throw that hat up, I'm coming with the sword.
Here we go.
You know what I mean? You throw that hat up, I'm coming with the sword. So you get to the Garden of Gethsemane. Judas ended up being, the one getting hit over the head with the chair. And Peter pulled out his sword, again, stepping out of position. He was like, hey, man, if I throw my hat up, I can call on 12 legions of angels. I don't need you stepping in with the chest. Stop hitting that lady in the head. You know what I mean? But if I throw my hat up, 12 legions of angels are going to come in like it was 52 on 8 right there. But when we get after that, Peter was told to be a fisher of men. You know where Peter was while they was waiting on to see Jesus again? He was out there being a fisher of fish again. So Jesus is coming along while they're out there fishing. Peter's out there sitting on the boat, butt naked like he did, when Jesus met him, out there chilling on the boat, fishing. And guess what? Just like at the beginning, they couldn't catch any fish. Jesus came up, told them to cast nets on the other side, and immediately caught fish. And Peter was like, oh. That's Jesus. Had to go over there and he had to get restored. But here is the part where I want you guys to understand about playing your position. So Jesus been died, he had been buried, he had been resurrected. So now we got to get our new marching orders, right? Jesus began to tell him, hey, this is what I need you to do. Feed my sheep. He was like, Lord, Lord, what is it that you need me to do? I need you to feed my sheep. That is your position. Feed my sheep. And he was like, just like, You know, if you want to know how you want to glorify me, you're going to end up being put between two people. You're not going to be able to go where you want to. He was prophesying to Peter how he was going to die. And so Peter turned around and was like, well, what about this dude? The disciple that Jesus loved, John, the one who was leaning on his breast when he said, hey, y'all going to betray me. Like, what about your favorite, the teacher's pet? What is he going to do? Jesus said, if I want him to tarry until I return, what is your business? I need you to follow me. Your position is to follow me. When I played football, I was running back. It was my position to either run to the A gap, run to the B gap, or go around the side.
Sure.
Provide support if the quarterback dropped back and passed, but I had to be concerned with my assignment. If I start trying to play quarterback gonna get sacked.
That's true.
If I start concerning myself with what the tight end is doing, and I'm sitting up here wondering why my quarterback is on his butt. If I would have been looking at my tight end, if I would have been looking at my assignment, playing my position, I wouldn't have to worry. You know, if I was playing my position, I don't have to worry about over there. If everybody's playing their position, that's what makes the play work. You got a lot of people in the church, a lot of people in your life playing wrong positions.
Wait a minute now.
You're supposed to be my supporter, not my financial advisor. You ain't good with your money. So why are you over here trying to tell me how?
There's a lot of pot-bellied people who love to tell you what to eat and how to exercise.
Bro, I ain't never had a skinny football coach in my life. Fat personal trainers, you automatically have me as a no. But the thing about it is that when you are playing your assignment and you're playing your position, the only people on that field who needs to know where everybody is usually the middle linebacker on the defensive side and the quarterback on the offensive side. He's the only person that needs to know what's going on everybody's position. Not everybody's a quarterback.
Right.
And you can want the glitz and the glamour of the leadership position, but if that ain't you, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. Peter was supposed to be fishing for men, not fishing for fish anymore, because when he met Peter, he told him he was no longer a fisher of fish, he was a fisher of men. That's why when he went out to catch fish, you know he wasn't catching fish. He's supposed to be out there catching the hearts and minds and souls of men. So if you're supposed to be an entrepreneur, be the entrepreneur on your level. Stop looking to go, Bill Gates, overnight, because he even had to learn how to play his position. Because if I'm in my position and I know my assignment, if I get done, if I'm focused on what I get done, if the play go good, that means I was playing my position. If the play don't get good, it's going to be obvious who's playing out of position. One of the funniest things ever to see during preseason, when you see the rookies run out there and you see everybody pointing, everybody like hand on their head, hand, shrugging because they don't know where they're supposed to be at. Or you see, man, if you listen to them, you know what's going on. You look down the field and it's a man so wide open. Because that usually means somebody in the secondary wasn't playing their position. If you are out of position, guess what? You leave yourself wide open for an attack. If you find yourself out of position, we have what you call busted coverage. So while you think you're getting help over the top, while you think somebody else is watching this guy, they playing out of position, you finding yourself surrounded by wide receivers and the enemies just got bullseyes. Oh, I can hit him in his finances. I can hit him in his depression. I can hit you in your anxiety because you're out of position. The thing that I want to impact you guys the most is to make sure that you not only stay in your lane, but play your position. You can't play everybody's position, because what you're going to end up doing is looking like Kyler Murray out here, like a toddler running around with his phone, because he's trying to be running back, quarterback, and everything else all at the same time. Stay in your position, y'all. Play your position. Know your role. Play your role. Stay focused and be in place. And this is your Impactful Moment, brought to you by Kingdom Builders Initiative Group.
Guys, I hope you are not tired of football yet. And I hope you are really taking that in and understanding, hey, where your position is, where you are isn't bad. Understand your position, play your position the right way, and you can be of impact. You can find your way. The Lord will be, you can hear the Lord clearer if you're in position. If you all over there trying to figure out what so-and-so
that's how you miss a call.
And why they ain't doing that, well, you're going to miss what's for you. You're going to miss what's for you. So I hope that you've been blessed by this impactful moment. You don't want to miss what we have coming up next. We got some events going on. No more back to school drives so far, but definitely some great things happening in the community. And that'll get you ready for this weekend. We're going all the way up to Brunswick and back down to St. Augustine. And then hopefully we can get these kids back to the house soon enough. Guys, stay tuned after this commercial break. This is the Impact Radio Show. Hey, welcome back to the Impact Radio Show presented by the Florida Star. Once again, ask your favorite local businesses to carry copies, or you yourself can pay $80 and get your digital copy delivered in the mail every week.
Less than a cup of coffee, y'all. Come on. Hey, if you guys are interested in writing articles and having your voice heard in the Florida Star, make sure that you hit Ms. Doing Talk herself on social media to a chance to submit articles. And
that's it.
We also would love for you guys to tell your favorite businesses that, hey, carry the Florida Star in your business.
That's where I started.
That's what you started?
Thank you for finishing there. I'm tired. Some events coming up for your weekend, guys. Out in Brunswick, the Golden Isles Cardio Soul Line Dance will be happening on Monday, the 21st. The class fee is only $5, and it's at the Embassy Suites by Hilton Brunswick. The Ammon Temple 82 Illustrious Potentate Charity Ball is happening Friday, September 29th. So get your coins together. They're going to have some horseback riding, some blue crabs and oysters, and a low country boil. Tickets start at $78. And this is the 29th of September at 6:30 at the Embassy Suites by Hilton in Brunswick. Glen Episcopal Ministries Picnic. This is the Glen Episcopal Ministries Picnic happening on the 27th of August at Selden Park in Brunswick, Georgia. And Opal Lee Day on the 24th, September 24th, and Juneteenth in GA, hosted by Juneteenth GA Social Justice Organization. Ticket starts at $50. We've got something you want to add in?
Yes. So for free $99 tomorrow, Twilight Movies in the Park at Johansson Park. Tomorrow at 7:30, they will be playing the first volume of Guardians of the Galaxy. I like Rocket. Rocket's my favorite Guardian. Mm-hmm. And also Saturday at 121 Financial Park for only $1. It is family movie night, and they will be showing the new Super Mario Brothers movies. I like that movie, by the way. It was real good. So 121 Financial Saturday at 5 p.m. for $1. For per person, you have family movie night at 121 Financial Park.
We got a couple of concerts coming up. Little Baby with the kid Leroy, Glorilla Glossop, Hanato, and Rilo Rodriguez. The Original Wailers featuring Al Anderson with Cass Haley is coming to Jacksonville. Neo, the Champagne and Roses tour with Robin Thicke and Mario is coming to Jacksonville. The Wu-Tang Clan, Nas, State of Mind tour, and De La Soul are coming to Jacksonville.
What is that?
That's going to be September 23rd at Daly's Place. There's a 8th annual Black Mental Health Symposium. Our goal is to ensure Black clients' families have culturally responsive care. That's happening on September 28th and the 29th. Ja Rule, Ashanti, and Lloyd are coming out. in October, and Raheem Devon will be here in October at the Ritz.
Ooh, sound like that boycott on Florida been lifted a little bit. RNSJ is going to be at the Comedy Zone Friday, August 18th through August 20th. RNSJ is very hilarious. And the Melanin Market is doing a business workshop for food trucks. Hey, this will be a good thing.
Yeah.
This Saturday at 10 a.m. Food truck, food handlers, and cottage laws workshop. Please know your laws when you try to be entrepreneurs, because we would hate to see Black business get shut down because they didn't read the instructions.
Because, baby, if you in there making food for people, there are laws governing that. So please make sure you're doing the right thing. You got anything you want to add coming up this weekend? I know we're going to be at the playground this Saturday. The kids' business will be out there selling books and plants. So come out and support some teen entrepreneurs. And I believe our friend Dr. Sean Powell's got some good things going on at the playground. Some talks about the arts and the business of filmmaking. So please come out and support Adriana Sesquali and Dr. Sean Powell in their events at the Ritz.
Definitely. And hey, guys, just the event rundown is brought to you by Vendors and Brunch and Soulful Roots Band. This is going to be y'all live entertainment. Speaking of them, they're going to be Soulful Roots Band is going to be at Social Saturdays All White Party at Seafood Central. So hey, if you guys want to get a little taste of what's going on, I happen to know the lead singer, Mr. Jarquez Watson. We went to school together. They cover some blues, they cover some jazz, they cover some funk, they cover some gospel. It's a real good band. So if you're looking for something to do, want to dress up nice on a Saturday evening, and Social Saturdays at Seafood Centrals, starting at 5 p.m.
All right, you got one more for us?
Yes, it is Honeybees. The Bee Friends Farm Honeybee Festival is going on. The Bee Farm local has been going on at the fairgrounds, so you get a chance to get educated about bees. There's going to be vendors there.
That'll be nice.
That'll be nice, very nice. So yeah,
we're excited for that.
So August 19th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
That's the Saturday.
That's the Saturday. You get a chance to go out there, and hey, we know a local beekeeper, and her honey is pretty good. So definitely,
check out Nika, the Urban Bee.
The Urban Bee.
Anyway, so much thanks to you all for listening, to our writers and producers. Thank you to the Victory Station, to our DJ who are doing an excellent job. She's always so very sweet when she's here. Shout out to DJ Will and Zozo, wherever they may be. Thank you to Reverend CJ for always impacting us with an impactful moment. Look, if you would like to sponsor the impactful moment, please reach out to us and we can allow you to let people know how you impact the community. Special thanks to African Lady, African Gentleman, Kingdom Builders, Faith Under Construction, Do and Talk, Galantukala, Vendors and Brunch. Anything else?
We got Anthem Music Production. They're the ones who they sponsor our music and all of our sound at all of our events. Shout out to Dr. Sean. She always has good events and good things going on.
Yeah, she's definitely doing a lot. She's helping out the Performers Academy. I know they got some events going on this weekend. If you're looking for something free for your teen to do after school, check out the Performers Academy.
Hey, if you guys want to be one of our sponsors, please hit us up. We would love to have you featured. You can sponsor one of the segments. You can be one of our partners because we need some equipment, y'all.
Or you can just sponsor babysitting because we have a Barbara.
We do have a Barbara.
And a Samantha in the background.
Yes.
But we are so very thankful to you all for listening to us today. I have been your host / writer / director, Do and Talk.
Yes, and I am your sometime and executive producer, Reverend J Frederick. Guys.
Thank you so much for joining us this Thursday. Now back to your regular scheduled gospel music.
Peace. Love y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
I need to say.
Go ahead.
Bye. Can you say bye?
Mm-hmm.
Did they hear it?
Yep.
I see you, Carl.